Deep in a quiet forest, where tall trees swayed gently with the wind and the sunlight danced across the leaves, there lived a young fox named Flick. Flick was not the fastest fox in the forest. He was not the strongest either. But Flick had something rare. He was curious. While other animals rushed through their days, Flick paused. He listened. He wondered. He looked at the sky and asked himself why it changed colors at sunset. He watched the river flow and wondered where it was going. Every little detail made his heart feel alive. To Flick, the world was full of questions. And questions, to him, were treasures. Every morning, before the sun fully rose, Flick stepped out of his small den and took a deep breath. The forest smelled fresh and new, like it was waiting to teach him something. Flick believed every day carried a lesson. You just had to be willing to notice it. As he walked through the forest, he imagined writing down everything he learned, even though his notebook was only in his mind. Flick wandered toward the river and noticed an old turtle resting quietly on a rock. The turtle moved slowly, almost as if time itself followed his pace. Flick stopped and watched. In that moment, he learned something important. Moving slowly didn't mean going nowhere. It meant seeing more. As Flick continued his walk, he looked up and saw birds gliding across the sky. They moved with confidence, even when the wind pushed against them. Flick realized they hadn't always flown perfectly. They had learned. They had practiced. And they had failed many times before succeeding. That thought stayed with him. Mistakes were not the end of learning. They were part of it. Later that day, Flick noticed something strange, a faint glow between the trees. Curiosity tugged at his heart. Step by step, he followed it deeper into the forest. The trees grew taller. The familiar sounds faded. The light grew dimmer. Suddenly, Flick stopped. He didn't recognize where he was. For the first time, curiosity felt heavy. His heart beat faster. Fear crept in. But Flick remembered what he had learned. He stayed still. He listened. He noticed the moss on the trees. He listened for the sound of the river. He trusted the lessons the forest had already given him. Slowly, carefully, Flick found his way back. When the forest opened up and the familiar path appeared, Flick felt something new. Confidence. That evening, as the sun dipped low, the animals gathered quietly. Without trying to impress anyone, Flick shared what he had learned. That curiosity was powerful. That listening mattered. That learning helped him find his way when he felt lost. The animals listened closely. From that day on, Flick became known as the Curious Fox. Not because he had all the answers, but because he never stopped asking. Young animals came to him with questions, and Flick always reminded them gently. You don't need to know everything. You just need the courage to learn. And so, in a forest filled with wonder, Flick continued his journey. Learning. Growing. Discovering. Because curiosity is not just about knowing more. It is about becoming more.